good, everyone? Welcome to Street Uncapped and our first edition of Authentically Dope with Pacou Mutombo. Okay, now this guy has done so much in entertainment. If you haven't heard of him, this is the time when you will definitely hear from him now. So Pacou, how long have you been in the game for, brother?
Yeah, I've been in the game for, man. Let me just say since I was 3. When I actually realized that I could dance. So,
let's take it back there. Where and when did all this start, brother?
Well, to tell you the truth, I came from I'm Congolese, so I came from a place called Mbujimai.
Nice.
From there we went to Kin, which is Kinshasa, and one of my mom's friends, or should I say family friends, or cousin, I'm not too sure, had a party.
Okay.
And at that party, kids were just dancing and doing their thing. You know what I mean? Me not knowing that I actually could dance, I just felt the rhythm of the song, what was being played, and I came on and I just started dancing, just doing my thing, letting go to what the music or the frequency was making my body do. And as that started happening, everybody just started spreading away from me and like creating a circle, and everybody was just like watching me.
A young cypher there.
You know what I'm saying?
That was your first cypher.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. But at the age of 14 is when I knew that, okay, cool, I've got something. Because I'm actually a product of my brother, because my older brother used to be a raver.
Okay.
He used to always go out, so I used to be the guy to stay at home and do chores because I was the second eldest in the family. So I always wondered, like, when am I gonna get a break to go with my brother? You know, because my brother's like so cool. You know what I mean? Always with white girls and white guys. And, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I want to be cool too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, dude? So I was like, yo, man, I want to go where my brother goes. You know?
Nice.
So one day there used to be actually a club called Club J. I can't remember where exactly it was, but it was a club called Club J.
In Joburg?
In Joburg, yeah.
Jet or J?
J. Club J.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
It was quite weird. Not weird, but it was first of its kind in the sense that they had youth. They had youth at night, and after that, you go into the club and you,
what?
And you
okay.
do what you gotta do. I was like, all right, cool, dude.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he took me to this place. Obviously, me being tall.
Yeah.
People thought I was 18, although I was 14. You know what I'm saying? Hello, Adriana. But anyway, I walked in, and I just started dancing. And through my dance, the same thing started happening when I was
That's a
3.
second cipher.
Yeah. I would always just dance. Obviously, I didn't have confidence because I really didn't know what I was doing, but I was just reacting to the frequency of the music that was being played. So I would always look down while dancing. You know what I mean? Like making sure that I feel right and I look right, because obviously I can't look at myself while doing things. And then every time I would look up, I would realize that, damn, I am in the center of
a lot of people
who are just watching me. Yeah. So not knowing that I was actually good, I would run away.
Wow.
Really? Yeah, Pacou Mutombo, right?
Yeah.
Weird. So I thought, okay, you know what? Maybe I got something over here, man. Let me see what the thing is. That's
God given.
That's what's up, man.
Let's take it from your journey. Let's take it from, because I hear you telling me that you from Congo. Tell me your journey from Congo and how you broke in to the SA dance scene and industry.
Okay, from Congo, you could, like I said, you could. I was dormant, you could say. That side of me was quite dormant. After 3, I was just, dancing to, what's this? MC Hammer.
Hammer Man.
I extended the Hammer Man. What? You got to pray. Yeah, you got to pray because we make it today. I actually blame my little brother because he was the one who kept on singing over and over again. And you know when someone sings it over and over again, you're like, yo, bro, enough with that. And then they go away. A day later, you the one singing this damn song. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So through that, I would just dance and stuff like that. But it's just like, I can't really say that I was a dancer when I was back in my country. But when I got here, it's really through that, looking at my brother, him being a raver, and I started raving with him and adding my own style into everything I was doing, that I realized that, I've got something. Yeah. So I became the raver, Pacou, the black dude, the
but
raver.
Speaking of rave, does rave still exist?
I've been...
Does rave still exist?
I don't know, bro. I've been out of that for a long time, so I wouldn't know. I really wouldn't know. I actually thought it was going to make a comeback with, what is this? With,
Step in.
Yeah, I thought, okay. It's the same genre of music, just done with, Pansula white guys.
I hear you though.
That's exactly how I look like. I'm like, oh, homie, damn, all right, cool though. Like it's finally married. We finding marriage in dance. My dad brought breaking.
Oh,
that was the first movie I ever watched.
Breaking the movie.
Breaking the movie.
Oh,
yeah,
that was like 80s, 70s
homie,
stuff. Okay,
bro, that was the first movie I ever watched with my this dude doing a moonwalk. I didn't see it from
with
Michael
the broom.
Jackson. With the broom. Yeah. What's his name? Boogaloo Shrimp.
Yeah,
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I did not see the movie from Michael Jackson. That's the first guy I saw the moonwalk from. Because when which makes sense because they used to call it something else when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's only when I saw Michael Jackson, they started calling it the moonwalks, which I jumped on just to find out that it's actually a popping move called the backslide.
Oh, snap.
That's what it is. It was called the backslide.
Oh, snap.
Obviously
if you didn't know that, the moonwalk was called the backslide.
Yeah, it was called the backslide. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I realized, so you're telling me I'm giving credit to someone that's actually adopted something from other people who were there before? That's when I started doing my research and I saw, oh snap, there's actually Boogaloo Sam and Popping Pete and Popping Taco, because those are the guys who were dancing with Michael Jackson. So I started just following dances from there already.
That's
you know, I was like, oh, there's actually a dance called Popping. And then that's when I started doing my thing a little bit, and through that, I started putting it in my rave when I got in high school. When I got into high school, started doing that, and then my beanie saw me, and then like, yo, who you, nigga?
Okay.
My beanie saw me. He's like, yo, man, who you, dog? I'm like, yo, man, who you, nigga?
Yeah, I think we need to get him on the show.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Just to confirm this.
So I did a show. What was it? 2099. I'm up to show. But I was already like getting my rip going because when you started in grade 8, you had to do a grade 8 concert, and right there I danced twice, doing my thing, man. Not knowing that by me doing what I thought was just, I'm just a filler item, I blew up.
Wow.
From grade 8, it was like, no, if you don't know Pacou, man,
then you ain't doing nothing,
homie. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, that's when my name just kept on going on, Pacou. So my beanie was like, yo, man, he did a lot of Michael Jackson impersonations, So it's like, now who's it? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he was like, no, man, who's this Pacou that everybody's talking about? So one night he came through, there was I don't know what show it was, and then he saw me, and he's like, damn, that's the dude? All right, cool then. I'm going to show him one day too.
Okay.
1999, we were doing a show for the school, like a drama, because I'm also an actor, right?
Okay.
So
we're gonna get into that.
Yeah, no doubt. In doing so, I just saw this guy do some stuff I've never seen in front of my eyes, bro. I was like, what?
You were like, what?
Dude, I was like, no way. There is no human being who can move the way this guy's moving. How? Up till today, I tried so hard. I know my beanie gonna hear this. I tried to learn that move, and I do it, but I'm not doing it the way he does. It just agrees with his body, you know? And ever since then, that's when we became friends, and we're still friends up till today, actually.
That's great. Just for interest's sake, what is a hit? Show us what a hit is.
A hit is a contraction. It's when you contract and relax your muscles in order for your body to cause a jerk. So obviously there's technique that goes into it. Yeah. But and
that's part of popping, right?
That's part of popping, yeah. So you contract and relax your muscles in order for your body to cause a jerk. And that's where hit comes in. So the reason why we say popping, we use the word hit for non-dancers. Okay. To make non-dancers understand the terminology.
What popping is.
What popping means. Because dancers understand popping, it makes sense. Because as you can see, as I'm doing that, you see a pop. Yeah. You see like a thing. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So the reason why it's called popping is because Boogaloo Sam, every time he used to just dance, he used to just
Boogaloo Sam's the guy that started this.
Yeah, Boogaloo Sam is the guy that started this. Okay, there were the lockers before Boogaloo Sam, because obviously popping was influenced by the lockers. Okay. By the lockers making it big, that's where Boogaloo Sam got inspired and started just doing his own thing. Do you know what I mean? So every time he did his thing, he would always say pop, 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 pop. And he would show his uncle, and his uncle, for, let's say for instance, he had friends over. Yeah. For entertainment, say he will call Boogaloo and say, yo, man, Sam, come through, just show us that popping thing. Yeah.
So that popping thing.
Yeah, because every time he did this thing, he always said pop, 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 pop. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Okay. So now the uncle would say, yo, show us that popping thing. And then from there, that's where you start,
where the culture.
Popping. Yeah.
Oh,
you know
nice.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah.
Nice. So you breaking in to South Africa came from you doing school shows and
Oh
all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And from there, what was the first competition? Okay, the first competition where you were like, dude, I think I'm boss at what I do.
Okay, show wise was at school, but competition wise, the first time we really showed that I could, like, me and the crew, Kinesix, could actually dance was a b-boy competition when Switch and Vogues came through. Was a b-boy comp and we entered.
This
and
is DJ Switch and Vogues.
DJ Switch, bro. They're the ones who do it. You know, I can go on forever. I know the history of all this thing. I can go on forever, man. Really, much respect to those guys, because had they not come up from Cape Town, I don't know if from Cape Town, because we were part of POC. Had they not come up from Cape Town and actually started 2-on-2s in South Africa, I highly doubt there will be even a spark of dance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They really brought that spark for b-boys to always do their thing.
Yeah.
And through that, there was a spin-off with other competitions. And that's how the scene
they
grew.
started the ball.
Yeah, 2003.
So you telling me Vogues?
2003. I will never forget this.
Wow.
2003 is where I just matriculated. In 2003, I went out to a party and I actually battled Switch and Vogues.
So you telling me Switch was a dancer?
Yeah.
Switch was a b-boy?
Switch was a b-boy.
What?
Yeah, that guy did his thing, man. That guy did his thing. No, don't get it twisted. I know he's doing music now and everything, but I mean, you got to elevate from your craft.
No,
you know what I mean?
100%.
But for me, there was nothing for hip-hop until 2-on-2s were introduced by Switch and Vogues.
Wow.
And from there, when
and
I started...
the comp was called 2-on-2s. Oh,
yeah.
nice.
2-on-2s.
Simple, straightforward.
2-on-2s.
2-on-2s, baby.
2-on-2s. Oh,
nice.
no, I'm joking.
I got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So so that's how it was. It's through there that we as poppers and hip-hop dancers got our foot in. I mean, if one day, I'm sure you're going to get Simba here one day. He will tell you that they also used to, because there was no scene. Yeah. There was no hip-hop scene.
You guys had to create something.
They also used to battle b-boys because there was a scene for b-boys.
So the only way to get into a battle was to battle a b-boy. Even though you're a popper or a locker.
That's what's up. The second Battle of the Year, which obviously got cancelled because of the name issue, but White Mike, Carl Verbeek, was one of the organizers of this thing. With the second one, Kinesix and Demolition Squad, shout out. We made it to the finals we battled each other, and I still have. That's what I'm saying. There was no scene.
Okay.
That's why we needed to enter to get ourselves out there, because we were on the mission of, okay, you know what? Really, competition-wise, what can we do? There's nothing we can do. Our first, let's say, for instance, okay, just go back to your, because I'm getting excited now. Let's go back to your answer. Our first competition was actually a Battle of the Year competition. It was how the Club Now back in the day on that strip. There's North Center or something like that in Northcliffe. That was where Emil Janssen saw us. Emil.
Wow.
Yeah, he was invited to be the MC. Emil saw us and said, "Yo, son, if you can get yourselves down to Cape Town," because they stopped after we've done everything. It was myself, Mabine, Gift's brother, Siriti. He's a rapper now. I don't know what he goes by name. I think Sir Riti, I think like that. And B-Boy Teji, my little brother. And then there was another guy also. I forgot his name. But we put 2 and 2 together to actually get some sort of points because we knew we were not B-boys. So we got B-boys into the crew to actually...
that's
what I'm saying. There was no scene. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There was really no scene. So we had to do that to actually grow the scene and start something. So, but truth be told, it's through that they after we did our performance, because you know how it goes. I don't know if it's still done like that these days, but you perform and the top 4 performers that judges like that they meet the criteria of the competition are the ones who battle. So we were obviously, we entered, but we didn't go through. But what we did, people were like, "Yo, son,
we haven't seen
this." You know what I'm saying? So Emil stopped and said, "Yo, son, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I believe in. This and that." I can't remember what he said. Would
you say at that point that's when street dance evolved in the streets from being b-boys to okay, there's poppers now, there's this
Yes,
now.
because
do you think
we
that
started,
was
yes.
that was the defining moment for that?
I can literally say for us pushing the movement,
Yeah.
yes, but not for the people watching. Because Clinch and Carnesics, we actually got booed off stage, bro. Yeah, it was really serious.
I can't imagine you guys getting
We
booed
got
off.
booed off, bro. Like, yo, son, because understand 2003, You Got Served came out.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit of buzz of this,
Yeah.
yo, doing everything
Who's
that's
the crew? Who's
do you
the
know what I'm
crew?
saying?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got you.
So when they had there was a club called Who's Who back in the day, and they had a competition there when Lee from YFM, dopest DJ, radio DJ ever. Anyway, Lee from YFM was still on YFM. She literally took the mic and said, yo, this is a b-boy competition. We're not here to see.
Whoa.
Yeah, You Got Served. I was like, oh snap!
Everyone must have been like, woo.
You, yeah, dude, it was real. But obviously it was they were not familiar with that because
Yeah.
there was, like I said, there was a b-boy scene before.
There was a culture. There was a b-boy
That's what's
culture
up.
already.
Yeah. So if I can go back to what you're saying,
Yeah.
our first like outlook
Yeah.
on a competition.
Was actually a b-boy competition.
That's it, Club Now.
Respect,
That's
man.
what's up, man. Yeah.
Respect. And I also heard you. I also heard you speaking about post. But before we get there,
Yeah.
right? I remember this specific competition a couple of years ago. It was UN.com.
Yeah.
Some guys went on stage, and they thought they were crumpets. It might have been masters actually.
Okay.
But you guys did this whole thing where you're now educating everyone on what popping is. No, that's not popping. This is popping.
yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
you guys were wearing shiny shirts, like shiny
yeah,
t-shirts.
yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
long t-shirts, and you're like,
yeah.
this is what we do.
This is what we do.
What was that about? What was that about?
No, we were just sick and tired of having the word called people saying pop lock.
Yeah,
Pop lock.
I know what you mean.
Instead of saying waving, they say flow. We're like, yo, no, you know what? No doubt, the name of a move shouldn't be on top of of the movement. But if that was there before you, respect the terminologies that's been given before you.
Yeah.
So that's why we were like, okay, no, popping is this.
Just straight to
and
this for the
locking is
record.
that.
For people that don't know, just give us a breakdown, the difference between pop-in and lock-in.
Okay, well, locking is more of a energetic outburst movement style that you got to do. You see, the thing is, I'm not really a fan of locking.
Okay.
But listen carefully, I'm a big fan of Campbell locking. Because there's a difference between Campbell locking and locking. The Chemical Brothers came in and took out the funk out of Campbell locking. Campbell locking was more of a
70s funk.
There you go.
You.
There was dance in the movement. You saw the technique, but you saw the dance within the technique. Do you know what I mean? Now you just see technique. Hence, Chemical Brothers.
The funk is gone.
The funk is gone. You see. So I can't. If I can really describe locking, I'll go to Campbell locking because that's what I enjoy the most. You don't really necessarily have to lock all the time, but you have to have a character with it because right now you can have
a bounce to it.
Right now you can have a pan face and do all the technicalities and still go through.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm like, but you may as well just take a book, read through it and understand what they're talking about and just go and do it and you can go through because you're not putting your DNA into what it is that's actually supposed to be done, right? You're like, how it's supposed to be done. So Campbell locking is it's funky. Popping is also funky because, I mean, the reason why there was a bit of a beef, I don't know how true this is, but between Boogaloo Sam and Popping Pete.
But they're brothers, aren't they?
No.
Okay.
But that's why Popping Pete is called Popping Pete. If you watch Popping Pete's clips, he always tells you that, yo, I'm still trying to learn how to do boog.
Oh, snap.
Popping Pete knows how to pop. That's why you just see him popping. Boog, there's a dance that comes with it.
There's a boog style.
There's a boog style. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a dance that comes with it. That's why when you watch Boogaloo Sam, you're just watching a cool dude dancing with moves. That's it. It's not like yo, I'm showing how to do the twister flex and neck. No, he's really just dancing, and you see the flow of the movement in what it is that he's doing. He dances and it just turns and it's like it's just so
style
cool.
Right
That's what I'm saying. Book style.
I got you.
So there was like a little thing that happened between them because Popping Pete couldn't book star. So that's why he just went, okay,
He just popped.
understand this, so I'm going to do this. Even sometimes when you see his tutorials of him trying to do...
Popping Pete, if you ever watch this, tweet us, DM us, tell us what really went down here.
Holla.
Nice.
Do you know what I'm saying? So those are the things I've heard and read about, but you know what? You don't know. It was back then also.
Of course.
You don't know if everything is true,
Of course.
but it made sense to me.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? So that's
okay. Everyone out there, just for the record, right? This is Pacou again. This is Pacou Mutombo, one of the dopest guys I know. I've known him for a couple of years now. He's a dope dancer. He's a dope choreographer. So I've also seen him MC. He's a dope actor too.
Word.
And that's what he's about. So tell us how and why did you transcend from just being a dancer to being a choreographer to finding yourself on TV, on film?
Well, to be quite honest with you, I was actually supposed to become an actor.
Originally. What?
Dancing wasn't like I said, I never took it seriously until like people started saying, yo, son, you got something.
And why didn't that happen? Why didn't that happen? Like, why didn't you go straight into acting instead of finding your way through dance?
Things happen, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I realized that I was more of an artful dodger, more of an artful mindsetter when I was in grade 9. Yeah. I told my mom, listen, this school is not for me, because I went to Northern Park High. And it's a technical school. They do woodwork and
technical graphics.
Do you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So like, no, that's not for me. I need to go to NSA because that's where the arts is at. Do you know what I mean? And through finances and stuff like that, I couldn't go.
Yeah.
So, but normally that's where I was supposed to go to, just push. Obviously, my dancing was already there to push my dancing, but really push my acting, because that's what I really wanted to do.
Crazy.
So.
It's funny, as creatives, we kind of go roundabout before we come to exactly, okay, this is exactly what I want to do.
Yeah. So
that's dope.
So in the name of growth, I became who I am today because I just wanted more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't want to lose the passion. Yeah. So through dance, wanting to just elevate and grow, because I really don't consider myself a choreographer, but I consider myself a guy that can choreograph. Do you know what I mean?
I got you.
I'm very much of a freestyler. I just like to just do things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And through obviously making that step to be the guy that choreographs is how I learned how to actually choreograph. If you get what I'm trying to say.
And speaking of you doing choreography, or as you say, a guy that knows how to do it, you don't necessarily term yourself that.
Yeah.
But how has it been doing the voice? Tell us about that.
That has been really challenging, looking at different things in terms of production. Really a mind opener. You sit back at home on your couch, popcorn, girlfriend by your side or family by your side. You think, whoa, what a nice show.
Yeah.
Bro, the stuff that
planning
happens.
that goes behind it.
Bro, for just those two hours, it literally takes the whole week. The whole week for 2 hours.
Quick breakdown. First things first.
First things first. Your technical crew's got to be there. People got to be there on time.
Yeah.
You think you can come in at any time? No, you got to be there from 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Although your call times will be like at 2 o'clock. No, seriously, it's really hard work. There's really a lot of things that go into it. Setting up, putting down, getting shouted at, but in coming from a good place, because we all a team. Yeah, we all a team, and we need to make things work. You know what I'm saying? It's you really need to. I had to grow very fast, because I had to understand that certain things that are being said to me didn't come from a superior type of approach. It came from guys, we are a team. So if one person falls, everybody falls. You know what I'm saying? We need to achieve this. So let's come together and achieve this. So if someone steps out of line, I am going to speak to you and tell you certain things, because you were there in the meeting when we said we're all doing this thing together.
Of course.
So in other words, we were not babied for nothing. You tell, listen, bro, you're effing up.
Of course,
get your
you're
stuff
here
together,
for work.
Do this, da. And you just have to whoa, what? Get up and just do it.
Yeah.
So it's really hard work. When people talk about hard work, it's really hard work because you gotta meet the needs of the client and your boss and everybody, so that everybody can be looked at as a success.
And coming being a street dancer or coming from the streets, right? How was that for you? Like, I'm not saying the streets is different, but there is a difference. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And how was it stepping from street culture into, this is a bit corporate, this is how things are handled here? How was that for you?
Well, to tell you the truth, I actually realized some of the flaws that the streets have.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Some of the flaws the street have. There's a lot of things that we don't mention and we don't talk about or we don't put out in the public because you can't really downgrade something that puts food on the table.
Let's put it out now.
Do you know what I mean?
What like?
No, like you just
give me an example.
like you like management
Yeah.
or organizing something. You
Yeah.
can't do something in the last minute.
Yeah.
You got to plan
Yeah.
way before that.
Yeah.
Certain things that normally crumble in the streets is because of bad planning, and that's understandable because we all growing up got told, yo, go become a doctor, go and become a lawyer or something. That we don't have people who have understanding in organizing, putting things together, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If we do, it's out of the talent that they have. Do you know what I mean? But we
Yeah.
still kind of like still fall short because we don't understand that there has to be a someone that we need to listen to in order for all of this to work. Like the person I work with, Darren Haywood, he always said, I'm a cool dude, and he really is.
Yeah.
A really cool guy. But he just knows that, yo, when I have to be the captain of the ship, know that I'm the captain of the ship. Because if the ship sinks, it's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
And most of the times in the street, it's really not like that. No doubt, some competitions got it waxed, but most.
How is it in the street though? Like, how is it? Because you're telling me how it is, you know, in the corporate market.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about the street, like, give me. You don't even have to name a comp, but give me a comp that you were involved in or something you did where you're like, that was the contrast between that and that.
Well,
how is the streets?
The streets are better now.
Yeah.
As you know, there's a league now.
Of course,
Do you know what I'm saying?
course.
So
shout out to the league. Shout out to the league.
Yeah,
if you a
Street Dance
dancer, make
Championship
sure
League,
you get part of that league. We're going to be posting a lot of stuff about that, educating you guys on the Street Dance League that's out now. Make sure you guys check that out on social media and make sure you're part of it.
Yeah. Shout out to the league, man. You know what I'm saying? So with the league, although it's a trial run, we are taking this thing seriously to the point where we have a meeting prior to the league, or should I say to a comp, and we have a post meeting too. Do you know what I mean? To tighten all those loose ends so we can conduct a competition right from start to finish. Do you know what I mean? So I can say for now, back then, with me saying that the streets were not really clued up, is back then. Because everybody was
everything's changed now.
A lot of things have changed. I mean, I look at how, to show that we are moving forward, people have put their prides aside and looked at the bigger picture to come together and actually do this league. Do you know what I mean? Back then, hell to then, I was going to be on some there were big comps. I'm not going to mention names, but they will know what I'm talking about. There were big comps that the three big comps back in the day would come through and say, listen, bro, let's work together. And most of them said no. They're like, no, dude, I got my peoples. I don't need your help. If anything, by me bringing my peoples, it's going to enhance you. But we're not going to eat off the same plate. Plate.
I got you.
No, do you know what I mean? But look at what we're doing now. Although the competitions are being created and they starting up, it's a good start because we can control ourselves and be positive with moving forward with small comms. By the time those comms become big, we're
in a good space.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's why I'm really glad that this Street Dance Championship League has started, because we understand how big everything is. It's about time that we go out and teach the right things. We go out and teach the right people, the right movement.
Get out there and do the right thing.
Get out there and do the right thing. Because we know for a fact that although with these established competitions, some of our students were not going to get far. But we know for a fact that we're teaching them what was there before us.
Do
you know what I'm saying? So we're just passing it down so that they understand. So by the time they understand what they're doing, from there they can start adding their own DNA. The reason why I have POSCD and it's written in POCSD, the 5 in 5 letters, is because I use the whole the 5 elements of hip hop, which is MCing, DJing, b-boying, what's the last one? And graffiti.
Yeah.
And the last one, knowledge of oneself.
Oh, snap.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I
So
got you.
with after learning everything that within the hip hop, or should I say street dance,
Yeah.
is what you take from learning everything, is what you go and take and create, put your own DNA into to
Yeah.
make Malin or Matt or
Yeah.
Pacou. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. People don't understand that. They always end up just saying, okay, cool, this is what I learned, this is how it has to be done, so I'm gonna do it. I'm like, no, dude, you yeah, cool, you learned, but now where's you in this?
Yeah.
What are you putting onto the table? Where's your contribution to the growth of the dance itself?
You were just talking about POSCD. Tell me more about that.
POSC is a production of self-confidence. It's exactly like I said, I used the last knowledge of oneself to bring out POSC.
Yeah.
So basically, everything that you're going to put out is your POSC, is your production of self-confidence. So there's confidence for dancers and confidence for anything
for
that
anyone.
you do. Do you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So if there's a certain way that, let's say for instance, what's his name? Matt Scott. I forgot his name. One of the choreographers on LXD. He taps.
Yeah.
He's learned how to b-boy. He's learned how to pop. He's learned how to do hip hop to the point where when you see his choreography, it looks like jazz, but it's actually hip hop. Do you know what I mean? Because he has taken everything he's learned and created
to create a product that's
Exactly.
authentically his.
That's what's up. That's where POSCD comes from, production of self-confidence. So whatever you're putting out is out of the confidence of what you've learned.
Yeah.
Now you're presenting it as a production to people.
That's
And
amazing.
that's why I created a production of self-confidence, and that's what's up.
What's kept you going? What's kept you going?
Okay. Honestly, from my side, also bills.
Yeah.
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 Bills, because
Yeah.
honestly, I can safely say that I am a guy who's really making money out of dance.
Yeah.
And and out of dance, I could also put my brothers through school, because obviously my dad passed away.
Yeah.
So with me with me walking around and all that stuff, people I know for a fact, they laugh at me and be like, yo, dude, this is such a choreographer on The Voice, this guy JONGO and all that stuff, but this guy's still walking. That's because they don't know what's happening, where all that money goes. But I'm happy now because not everybody's done, but my sister's done, my younger brother's done, when we obviously put money aside for him to go to university, and now it's just my little brother. Do you know what I mean? So, but if it puts money onto the table, by all means, she got no choice but to do it. But
on that note, right? I feel like a lot of entertainers end up leaving entertainment because of that very thing. Because not everyone gets that break or gets that audition or whatever that makes them start making money off entertainment. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I hear you.
And speaking to that kid that wants to be a rapper, that kid that wants to be a beat maker, that kid that wants to be exactly who you are right now, what would you tell them to brace themselves for?
Brace themselves for success is not a straight road, first of all. It's a very, very wiggly road. And it comes with a lot of ups and downs and a lot of emotions and stuff. But you literally gotta just keep your eye on the prize. Know your goals. But knowing your goals, you'll know wherever you have to go to end up scoring those goals. Do you know what I mean? You said something very vital earlier on, that you said, you know, we always go around before we reach where we want to actually be. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you
figure it out. True, to figure it out.
Sometimes you are that kid that's not going to get a break, but not because you're not good, but because maybe to do something for yourself, as opposed to waiting on people, you maybe have to get a job to pay bills, to pay rent and all that stuff, and also put some money aside so that you end up doing what you love. The mistake that people do, they end up getting a job and getting a taste of money and the freedom that comes with the money they have.
Stick to that.
Yeah, and then they forget about it.
And then they're unhappy.
That's it.
And then they're doing something they don't
Do you get what I'm
love
trying to
doing.
say? And they start telling you things like, yo, nah, reality is, reality that. I'm like, yeah, cool, no problem.
Yeah.
Reality this, reality that. But at the end of the day, what's your reality?
Yeah.
Time and laws and the country is giving you a reality.
Yeah.
Are you conforming to that, or are you looking at that, taking it in, but countering it with still what you want to do?
Yeah. Now that you've dropped some knowledge, I'm going to bring it back just a little. I want you to tell me more about how you broke into television and what was that about for you? What was that like? Walking on the street and all of a sudden, everyone's like, hey.
It all happens now, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, aren't you the dude? No. It's through dancing that I got the TV role, the casting for
How
JONGO.
did that happen?
Well, what's this? A friend of mine said, you know what, bro? Like, just dance at the end of your function. Like it was at the studio called Dance It. It's like dance at the end of your function thing. I was like, nah, man, I did it 2 years before.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna do it now. I'm like, it's every time I'm on stage, either with you or always I'm on stage. No, man. And he just said, nah, man, just do it. You don't know what can come out of it. Just do it. That I know it should be was God speaking to him. I said, okay, you know what? Okay, cool, fine. Let me just do it.
Yeah.
But I really wasn't in it until I sat down, because I had like a chair piece that I did on the day. I sat down and I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just go for it and just do my thing. I did my thing, and straight after that, after I was done, people screamed and all that stuff. Little did I know, Gareth Crocker, the one who wrote JONGO, was sitting there with his dad, and his dad said, "You see,
that's the guy.
That's dancing." Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was entertainment right there, and right there from his dad.
You ain't never seen this. You ain't never seen this.
Yeah, from his dad saying that, he's obviously the wheels in his head must have been started spinning, and thought, hey man, let me just approach this guy and speak to this guy. So now this guy comes. As I come off stage and just start speaking, so I'm like, yo, bro, I'm trying to catch my breath over here. You're trying to get me to answer questions. So eventually we spoke, and he asked me, listen, dude, have you ever considered, acting? Yeah. I was like, yeah, definitely. Acting takes first wheel, And then from there we started chatting, and then they went through casts with a lot of people and stuff. But out of everybody, they liked me best. So they're like, no, dude.
Okay, so what you telling me is they found you, but they were like, for formality's sake, we can
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
To everyone else, and be like, okay, we've given you all a chance, but we actually got what we want already. Okay,
yeah, that's what's up. That's exactly what happened.
And how was that? Like, how was it being on, like, shoot an episode compared to what you were used to doing?
Yo, it's really tiring. It's not a joke, because you if they don't like what you do, you gotta redo it like all the time.
Yeah,
it gets frustrating after a while because of always doing the exact same thing over and over again. But you learn and understand that, okay, the reason why that's happening because the lighting was off, or there was maybe audio or something like that. It was a totally different ball game. It was like, what is going on? That's what I'm saying. You sit back on your couch and you think it's one take Drake. No, like
not at all.
Not at all, man. Not at all. You can sit there for 2 hours doing one scene.
Like I remember a couple of years ago doing an advert, and we'd start shooting at 5. Yeah. At 5 a.m. and end shooting like at 4. Like, was it that type vibe?
Yes. There were times when I would get there at 5. We shoot at 5, and we only finish that night. For those of you joining us, we're on Uncapped, Authentically Dope with Pacou, Mutombo. Okay, now man. Pacou, what do you have dropping this year that you want people to check out? Well, I've been in the studio, not rapping. I was about to say drop some bars in the booth. Nah. Been in the studio. I started doing a couple of things, actually. I actually don't want to say much. Okay. But hints. Nah, just you'll see. Just keep it like watch your space. You know what I'm saying? Watch your space. There's a lot of things. What can you talk about that you definitely know? Okay, this is popping. Okay, well, what's this? My competition. I don't. What happening on the 28th of April.
Okay.
Yeah, that's dropping. Nah, I can't say, dog.
Name.
Nah,
Name
I
of
got it. Hey,
Name of comp.
no, pause battle
That's
exchange.
what's up.
Pause
That's what's
battle
up.
exchange.
Okay,
Yeah, it's happening.
okay.
So there's a lot of things I'm actually doing, which like I say in the past, every time I've said something, it just wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I'm just keeping quiet and making sure that everything I actually spoke about earlier on now,
Yeah.
the whole walking around and
Yeah.
all this, and then people will
Yeah.
just know, you know what I'm saying? They'll know soon enough what's going on.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so what I'm getting from this is we're expecting to see you more on TV. Okay? We're expecting to see a competition coming from you. And we expect you to be doing the voice again. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, thank you so much, Pacou, for joining us. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. Hopefully, we'll have you on the show again.
Oh, definitely.
That's
Bring me back.
authentically dope. Nice one, brother.
Word,
Have a good
word.
one.